The next growth cycle that your company feels isn't going to fix the weak parts of your operating model. It's going to amplify them because growth has a way of flattering the business until that pressure arises. Revenue is up, demand looks promising, and the team is busy, and the board wants the next move. So on paper, it looks like momentum. But inside the business, leaders can feel something different. Decisions seem to be taking longer, and cross functional work is feeling heavier. And managers keep asking for clarification because priorities are multiplying faster than your capacity. And that's the problem because growth can look like a proof of strength when it really reveals where the operating model isn't quite ready. And before you chase your next growth cycle, you may need to stop, simplify, or redesign what that current system is already doing. Not because the ambition is wrong, but because ambition without operational readiness turns into operational friction and pissed off customers. So let's look at one area where the business feels slower than it should. Is the problem volume or is the real issue unclear ownership? Is the problem talent or inconsistent standards? Is it workload or decision pathways that force everything right back through a few people? Because these are all very different problems and they require different moves. And if you add growth on top of this, that system doesn't magically mature. It turns into a bit of a train wreck. And this is why leading indicators matter. Because by the time the lagging metrics show pressure, your customers, your team, and your board already know there's a problem. More escalations, meetings, and discussions aren't going to make things less complex because this is not sustainable momentum. It's hidden dependency. So I want you to think about where is your growth opportunity and figure out what do you start, stop, and continue before the problem gets bigger, and make sure that you address that before your next planning discussion. Because every executive has this moment. There's a rush of growth, there's a vibe of optimism, and everybody is all in until the system breaks. And you can prevent that by bringing that one growth opportunity into the CWC Signal Snapshot. Because we are going to pressure test where those future friction points are before you run into that problem, or help you smooth them out if you're already kind of in the mess. And so if you take this Signal Snapshot by clicking the link in this post, we will find the barriers in where clarity, execution, your systems, and risk are not being managed properly. So click the link, bring in one growth opportunity that's a blessing and a curse, and let's figure out what you can do right now to smooth out that friction.